Thank you very much. That's a song called My Blue Heaven. I'd like to play a song now. This one's called Last Date by Floyd Cramer. Thank you very much. What a great audience.
You know, he lived in Nashville. That's when he was famous for backing up a lot of records.
Yes, sir. A lot of records from Floyd Cramer out of Nashville.
But they did the drive around when you go around looking where
Montana?
stars when play.
Yeah.
They live, they drive around there and he'd be out there working in the yard. Somebody say, now who knew it would be Floyd Kramer? And he said, I'm Miss Kramer's yard man.
That's hilarious. So Floyd Kramer, Floyd Kramer would say, when people asked who he would say, he's Mrs. Kramer's yard man.
Yeah.
That's what you said.
Yeah.
That's a great story. I never heard that before.
Yeah.
Appreciate you telling me that.
My friend was a next door neighbor.
Your friend was Floyd Kramer's next door neighbor.
Yeah.
Wow. That's impressive.
I used to see a lot and meet a lot of people when I lived in Nashville.
You lived in Nashville. Gotcha. Okay.
And went down there.
Yeah. That's amazing. Yeah. A lot of music in Nashville.
Oh yeah. A lot of the good music is never published or never recorded. A lot of music. You stay right there and you see it in these late night places.
Yeah.
You could clean up there.
I go out to Nashville about once a month, and I do pretty well there.
Yeah. That's what I figured you would.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate the vote of confidence.
Yeah.
I better get back to the music. Let's see. How about we do a country song? This one's not out of Nashville. This one's out of Shreveport, and this one is called. Well, it's by Hank Williams Sr. It's called "Hey, Good Lookin'."
I was going to say it had to be a Hank Williams either.
Yep, that's right. You know your music.
Yeah, he played Louisiana Hayride.
Yes, the Louisiana Hayride.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. What's that?
Ronnie Millsap.
Ronnie Millsap.
Yeah.
Anything in particular?
No.
Can't think of anything off the top of my head.
That's the should have been silly paper day.
You know, I'm a Memphis boy. I'm not a Nashville boy.
Playing Memphis for years.
That's a good point. Okay, you got me there, sir. You got me there.
Out on summer, I've been there on Sunday afternoon. I'll be the only one. You'd be bright.
That's something special.
Yeah.
That's
I thought it was special.
well, I can't do that one, but I can do an Elvis tune. How about an Elvis tune?
I do well.
We're going to have Navy meeting today.
Navy music, well, that's a great request. Okay, I'll do that instead. I'll do Anchors Away.
What?
I'll play Anchors Away for you, sir. All right.
You gotta play Kiss and go rolling along, man.
Okay, I'll do that too. Yes, sir. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. What a great audience. My name is Tim the Piano Man. I have enjoyed entertaining y'all this morning. Thank you for your requests. I especially appreciate the requests that I don't know because it keeps me humble. Thank you very much, and I'll see y'all again very soon. Thank you.
Very good.
Thank you.
Thank you. Great audience. Thank you. What a great group. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through comments, and then I'm going to drive and chat a little bit. Shadow Striker X says play Megalovania by Undertale. Don't know that one. Hey, you should have breaks by making live streams every day. Not sure what that means. Wasted W. Thank you. Editor says I can stay all day watching this. Woohoo. Thank you very much. Binary Express says, can you do Rush E, please? I don't currently have that one under my fingers, as they say, but that's on my list. My list is pretty long, though, so I'm not sure when I'm going to be able to get to it. Editor says, best pianist I've ever heard. That is very flattering. Thank you. Verse Sales says, we are in a saloon from the Wild West. Hey, appreciate you getting in the spirit there. Yeah, I was doing some ragtime music. Juan Hernand says, Tattoo, please. Tatto. I don't know that song. Rush E, another request for that one. I get requests for that one a lot. It's on my list, but no guarantees as far as the delivery time. Shashila, Rahendra, GS Lavindar, Janegar says, please, yes, please, Rush E. Rush E. And then Shashila Rajendra GHS, Govindraj Nagar says, does he pay attention? So here's my spiel on that. Because my main gigs that I stream are at retirement communities and health and rehabs, I can't always respond to requests in real time. So that's kind of the deal. I would like to, and part of why I'm doing these streams is so I can build my watch times, and so I can monetize my channel, and I can get a studio where I can actually do live streams and learn more of your requests and respond and give shout outs and that kind of thing in real time. So that's kind of my goal. Juan Hernan says, mi voy. Quinnicon, hey Quinnicon, thanks for joining and explaining. Says he can't interact. He's getting paid to play songs the residents like. That is absolutely true. Thank you for explaining that. Where is he from? Quinnicon says Memphis, Tennessee. He tries his best to, though. You sometimes see him streaming in his car where he can interact, like right now. 88 says, that's very nice job on the piano. Thank you, 88. Shishtila says, very talented indeed. Oh, thank you. Gurman says, you are amazing, Tim. Thank you. Shaka S. Kappas says, Takebrando, Tim. My Spanish is really not that good, so I'm not exactly sure what that means. Esse e moi cria. Or is that Portuguese? That might be Portuguese. Either my Portuguese is not that good either. But thank you. I got some like cool emojis, so I think that's a compliment. Franco David Mamani says, Toca Megalovania, please. That's the second request I got for that one. I don't know it off the top of my head, but I'll certainly keep that in mind. Kong Trun Huang says, so nice, dude. Keep up the good work. Thank you, and thank you for the emojis. Shaka Kappa says, you incredible. A hug from Brazil. Okay, so that was Portuguese. Cool. Ludwig van Beethoven says, incredible. Wow. What a screen name. I feel like I'm in the presence of greatness. Shashila says, awesome. Thank you. Mikiyas Seifu says, love. Thank you. Shashila, is this an inverted piano? It's not an inverted piano. It's a mirror recording. So I stream with the screen facing towards me, so it is mirrored. But I started doing this because I got some feedback that the piano players out there were like turned around by that. And I got some feedback about that. So what I started doing is I started releasing the recordings in the videos. So if you go to my channel, you can look at the recordings and the date of the recording. So you can actually tune into the show that you were on, and it's going to be reversed. By that I mean reversed twice, so it's normal. Hope that makes sense. Kana Garcia says, nice. Charmander Lover says, oh wait, you're actually so good. That's an interesting way of saying it. Like your default was to expect me to suck and to bomb, but I appreciate the kind words. Thank you. Shashila again says, very good, man. Thank you. Parallel Coil says, subscribed. Can you please play Ragtime? Oh man, I wish I had seen that, because I do play Ragtime. Not only do I play Ragtime, but it is also appropriate for the gigs that I play at retirement communities. So that is a great request. I'm sorry I didn't see it. So that's the third thing. I need to see it. I don't always see the request when I play. 1010 says, I am subscribed. Thank you. Aesthetic X Aura says, subbed. Thank you. Super Ninja 87. Hey, what's up, Super Ninja 87? Thanks for joining again. Yes, I do remember you. Gray says, hey, Tim, it's Gray. Remember? Yes, I remember you, Gray. Appreciate that. And I appreciate you watching my other videos, too, and commenting. That was very cool. I always like that. Semyen says, nice to meet you again. Hello from Russia. Hello. Thank you for joining. The Tartan GK says, hi, Tim.